Good evening, and welcome back to Disco Elysium, where I will be continuing my playthrough of this ostensibly a murder mystery, but which just adds all of the other mysteries on top of it, because nothing's ever easy. We'll be picking up today's stream exactly where we left off the last one, where I had just finished finding out that I had crashed, well, my character had crashed his car into the river. Or the ocean, depending on how you look at it. This appears to be some sort of inlet or something. It's hard to say, but the car is in the salt water. The car is not being removed from the salt water. And we had stopped here because I hadn't come here yet, and there's things to look at. As this is the first time that I've been on this side of the river or the inlet or whichever one, because apparently when I crashed my car I also blocked the pedestrian gate with the advertising sign that I drove over the river with. Have I mentioned that my character's a bit of a trash fire of a human being? But let's start with this dot, I think. Through the broken glass, dusty shelves, and a forgotten chair. Okay. And what's in the box? Ah, money. I'll take that. Yes, thank you. Okay, and this is a door that I can go through. So, joy, we get to start with a loading screen. In we go. But yes, I arrived here in this section of town to investigate a murder, what appeared to be a lynching. It has gotten entirely more complicated since then, and now apparently I'm trying to find a sniper? Oh, I have a thought. A cold breeze is enough to make the wall planks creak. Alright, what do we have here? You see a dark red chair in the dim light of the room. Ah, that's a reminder. Let's go to our tools and see if the flashlight helps. Maybe not a lot. Let's see. Oh, we have a postcard. And a bow knot? Is that a bow tie? Have I just picked up a bow tie? Bow knot, +2 drama, theater kid. You're sure that wearing this tie is a statement. You're not sure what kind of statement, though. Yes, that it is indeed a bow tie, which would replace the horrific necktie which is giving me Inland Empire. I might put on the bow tie and try that drama check on the young lady on the roof. But I'm certainly not going to wear it now because my drama has really gotten me in nothing but trouble. And let's see, the postcard we picked up is Coal City '08. This postcard depicts a forest of smokestacks releasing fat plumes of smoke into cool, cloudless sky. The tinge of age, the color of old teeth, gives it a sickly look. Written on the back is a single sentence, repeated twice. I got out. I got out. No addressee. Interesting. And there is nothing else here. The bow tie may well come in handy, though, so I don't feel like this was wasted. Out we go. Now, hopefully, despite this being the outside, it won't take too long to load it, because I already loaded it tonight. There we go. Okay, and I might as well unequip the flashlight now. Back into the inventory it goes. Okay, so I'm just going to explore along the beach here a little bit before going up around. Nope. Nothing but these stairs. Where do these stairs go? To a closed gate. Someone has left their music collection beneath the tarpaulin. Really? How do I get over there? We're going around, around, around. Oh my goodness, where are we going? Ah, there's a gap in this fence. Someone has broken down the fence and the barbed wire. Well, that's handy for me. What else is over here? Alright, I've been here already. Okay, through the fence. Come on, through the fence. And it's raining again. Oh, what have we here? The wind is corralled by the 4-story buildings around this yard. Okay. The swing is missing. No one's been here for a long time. What's over here? Glory, says the graffito, to the ghosts of us. Okay. And there was something in here. What is this? Ah, money. Excellent. Oh, and there's more here. Certainly I will take that. I'm past halfway to having a place to sleep again. Okay. I see the barrel light up and the box. I want the box first. Oh, what have we here? Inland Empire. Rust peels off the bent iron posts of the swing. The wind whistles through the skeleton of a small house behind you. There's desolation everywhere. What happened here? Or discard the thought. Well, what happened here? Kim, in this yard, the lieutenant looks at the small building. A flock of gray swallows takes off in the distance. Visual calculus success. He's assessing the situation. How long ago was it abandoned? Kim, someone thought they could have a summer house in a bloc obscur for cheap. It didn't work out. They abandoned it about a decade ago. Wait, what's a bloc obscur? Or, so this part of the coast is a bloc obscur? Okay, what is? A black bloc, a part of the city left unrenovated after the war, or one that has fallen to gang violence, or has become inhospitable in some other way. Encyclopedia success. On aerial photos, bloc obscurs look like dark squares, hence their name. So this part of the coast is a bloc obscur? Practically, it's not an official term in any way, but he spreads his arms. Look around. No sewage, broken power lines, crime, drunks, Life is tough in the blocks. It's no place to build a summer home. Maybe they left something useful behind, or, you're right, it's no place, let's go. Maybe they left something useful behind. Yes, for you to pick up as part of the Jamrock Shuffle. He gives you a weary smile. Esprit de corps success. Oh, that doesn't happen often. It's not meant as nagging, just an observation. We should move. I don't think we will solve the murder with forays into the urban hinterland, at least in this phase of the investigation. Says you, Kim. Box! Box! Wait. Birds in the birch tree, barely audible coos from above. Oh, that's nice. Okay. Tape, smallest church in St. Sens. Oh, excellent! I've been looking for this. I will absolutely take that. The tape, smallest church in St. Sens. The tape you found from the shack on a coast. The A side has smallest church in St. Sens written on it, while the B side is supposed to contain the instrumental version. Requires a boombox to play. I have a boombox, but I'm not actually going to play the music here. The main thing is that I have been looking for a piece of music to perform karaoke to, and my inner voices insist upon this one. So, I'm quite pleased to have found that. Oh, you know what? Smallest church in St. Sens. The porter reel is just what you needed. The reel's attached to the apparatus with a satisfying click. The tape is routed behind the magnetic reader. Press play. You press the large button marked Commencer and the tape starts spinning. There's a small delay before the song starts playing. Press your ear against the speaker, or keep the porter reel at the harmless distance and wait. Presses thy ear against the speaker. It sounds like someone's moving in the room, getting comfortable. Then the organ starts playing a simple, melancholic tune, echoing in the hallway. A lone singing voice joins in, telling you about the tiniest church in St. Sens, surrounded by even tinier yard. You almost feel the seaside mist on your skin. It's mega sad. Inland Empire. Within seconds, you know, this is the one. The real shit you've been looking for. The one you trashed your room so the class you told you about it. Perform it! A click, then silence for a bit. Then the tape stops spinning. Could I sing this for karaoke? I think I should sing this. No, I couldn't. It's too sad. I might cry and trash the room again. Scratch that. I'm already crying, and I look dumb and old. Could I sing this for karaoke? Inland Empire. Of course you could sing this. You could take sad to a whole new level with this. And you already know the lyrics since you've listened to it like 1,000,000 times. Encyclopedia success. Yep, they're all here. All 3 verses. Inland Empire. And the B-side of the tape contains the instrumental version. It's like the world itself is telling you to do it. Only one obstacle stands in your way. What? Or nothing can stop me now. What? Gart. You have to convince Garta to let you sing karaoke in the whirling. After you've won him over, you can express yourself. Let the pain out. Make everyone understand. The lieutenant watches you pack up the boombox. He doesn't say anything. Excellent. And that most likely updated, yep, the Sing Karaoke quest. convince the manager to let me sing the song. Dun dun dun. Oh, old quests. I think I got that quest on the very first day that I started playing this game. Ah, excellent. More coins to hopefully pay my bills. Let's see, is there anything in this corner? No. No, it's a very large open space that only had about 4 things in it. Now, I did come over here before, right? Yes, because this is where my tire tracks are. Did I try this gate? Apparently there's no going through there. Alright. Continuing onwards then. I'm just keeping an eye out for any more plastic or glass bottles. Because I trashed my hotel room, I now have to prepay in order to be able to sleep at night. And I have not actually paid for the game's Wednesday night yet. Oh, what's this over here? The underside of the boat has recently been tarred. Okay. Whoop. Quick travel. There's quick travel? Oh! Hello, Loppy. Welcome. Thank you so much for the host. That's a person. That's a human person up there. Hello, Loppy. How goes? A whetting stone, well worn and covered in rust. There are multiple people here. Oh, people to talk to. Let's try her first. I know this song. And good evening to you, Aurorus. And I totally understand the lerping, Loppy. I am quite a bit further in the game than you. Washerwoman. The woman sits next to a bucket of clothes, hums an odd melody. Her eyes are closed. Also, Aris, I was fairly certain that you were a jackal, not a chicken. Are you changing species? Encyclopedia Success. You're not sure about the melody, but it might be House Samarin, possibly Segan, also known as the Apricot Suzerainty. It's French, and I know it. I can't remember all the words exactly, but I know this song.
Welcome to the fishing village. Please lean in closer. I have cataracts.
I cannot replicate that accent, so I will not be trying, but I do like it. Reaction speed success. Then how does she know you're here? If you can't see, then how did you know I was here? Lean forward. What if I don't want to? Or later. I know you were joking, Aris. It was just too easy considering your username. I apologize. Okay. Sure, let's go with what reaction speed prompts. How did you know I was here?
I still have a golden ear. Come, come.
She beckons you towards her. Alright. Alright, lean forward.
Oh, welcome, police officer. We don't cause any trouble around here. And we don't want any trouble either.
Ooh. Well, don't use up all of your data for the month on me in that case, but it is nice to see you here.
We are not here to cause any trouble, madame.
I don't know why the characters have all started talking all of a sudden. It does leave me with much less to read, though. What he said, we're cops. We don't cause trouble. We take care of trouble. Or, we're cops. We're hellraisers. Click, click, bang, bang. Point your finger pistols at her. I am absolutely not going to point my finger pistols at an old woman. Oh, what he said.
Oh, of course. Last time we saw you around here was 12 years ago. You also came to take care of trouble then. Wish you did. But still, in Martinez, you're considered an ill omen.
12 years. Haven't been proper policing for 12 years? No wonder the Union is running the town. Wait, I've been here before? What kind of an ill omen are we talking about? I am an ill omen, all right, which is a proceed. Or, if I'm considered an ill omen, why hasn't anyone told me that? Proceed. Well, everyone has told me that I'm not welcome, so, meh. But sure, wait, I've been here before?
No, not you personally. I meant the RCM. Some of the men got into a fight. One of them killed another, locked himself in that woodshed over there.
She points to the building behind her.
He was brooding, needed some help opening the door. You got it open for him and took him to think about what he'd done in a more secluded place, somewhere more quiet.
Conceptualization success. She says it as if he was on some kind of spiritual retreat. What kind of ill omen are we talking about here?
Oh, the usual. Dark tidings. Black hound.
Ah, old school. Inland Empire success. That's you, all right. A black hound licking your own heels. Okay, we'll go with Inland Empire then. I am an ill omen.
You're not. No one around here considers us an ill omen. People would have told us.
Are you sure? People don't always go around telling ill omens that they think they're ill omens.
Maybe they are afraid.
Why?
Because you're an ill omen. But you're still welcome here. As long as men with guns aren't chasing you. And maybe even then. Because that's the kind of fishing village we've built. I'm sorry there's not a lot of room to park the motor carriage. And not a lot of houses. Or a lot of people. My kids are long gone, searching for treasure. So are others.
Okay.
Ah, look at me ramble on. What brings you to us?
Where could someone stay around here? What is in this fishing village? What's further down the coast? Tell me about yourself. Who exactly are you here? Or goodbye, I'm off. Tell me about yourself. Me? No one, just an old washerwoman. Mother called me Isabel, if that's what you're asking, and my married name is Sadie. Now it's your turn, Mr. Lieutenant W. Feeter Harrier de Bois, or I lost my name. Well, I'm not gonna go with the entire title. I lost it. I lost it. These things happen occasionally. Don't worry, you'll find yourself once more. Conceptualization success. She makes it sound like losing one's name was as common as a midlife crisis. I was asked to get your signature, hand her the envelope. That's the new one since we found out her name, which I am not going to do. So, what is in this village, Isabel? Just us. She sounds tired. It's barely a village anymore. We almost don't exist. What do you mean? This is pretty much a non-place. She grins. A gap. A blank spot on the map. Just a cluster of nameless shacks on a nameless street. Conceptualization success. The place is so pornographically poor, it's not even funny. Pornographically? This place is pornographically poor. There's got to be something here. Tell me. Who else lives in this village? Is there a way to make a little money around here? Or, alright, there's another topic I'd like to address. A very interesting use of the word. Definitely not the way that I would have used it. Who else lives here? Well, there's Lillian and her kids. A few new folks live in the house to the east. She nods her head across the courtyard, but they're away right now. And then there's the drunks. She sighs. Not a pretty sight, but there's little we can do about it. Home is home, even for them. Who? What drunks? Or, I'm not really interested in town drunks, but thanks. No. Who? Sooner or later, you'll see for yourself. She slowly shakes her head. Don't have to look long to find these guys. There's got to be something here. Tell me. She waves her hand southwest. Over there you can find more of the same. Shacks and trees growing wild. That's the pox. Shivers success. Between here and Jamrock, a dusty sea of old trees, all covered in industrial soot. Small houses under them in an overgrown park. The pox, what's that? Or, it feels like I've heard the name somewhere, but tell me more. Oh, absolutely, it feels like I've heard that name somewhere. An old military hospital and its surroundings. She looks towards the buildings to the south. Or it used to be during the time of the suzerain. After the war, it was turned into a goodwill hospital for shell-shocked veterans and folks looking for some quiet in the old sanitarium gardens. Now, the area is crisscrossed with nameless streets and makeshift cinder block houses, shacks as far as the eye can see. What happened to the hospital? The goodwill ran out. She tightens the scarf around her neck. The staff left and the place was shut down. It's long gone by now. Is there a way to make a little money around here? Just, asking for the sake of my very thin wallet. Here? For you? She lets out a dry chortle. No, officer. The only money we have here is some coins the drunks tried hiding from their women and then forgot about. Alright, I'm not going to tell her that this place is pornographically poor because that just feels wrong and weird looking at her character portrait. So, another topic then. She nods, rinsing another piece of cloth. What's further down the coast? Not much, she replies and wipes her forehead. There's the abandoned church, the DeLorean Church of Humanity. It's been there since before my time, even. Why is it abandoned? Some things just don't fly, officer. She smiles a gap-toothed smile and smells the air. Look around. Who'd go to church here? They built it 300 years ago. Must have been nicer then. Kim, so they don't hold services there anymore? The ecclesiates? Washerwoman, no, they tried, but things just keep happening. Crime, accidents, other things. The place never stays open. She frowns. It's a pity. It used to be such a nice church. What else is on down the coast? Before you get to the church, there's some ruins, an apartment complex or some kind of electrical plant. Run-down bunch of houses, empty. Which is it then, apartments or electrical plant? Or anything else of note? Which is it then? I don't know exactly. A pre-war place. It used to be something. She shrugs. Before the war. I wasn't here then, you know. Was born in Samara. Anything else of note? Of note? The old fish market up on the boardwalk, but it's closed. Who'd want to come to a fish market here? That's it. There's got to be more along the coast, or all right, got it. Who'd want to come to a fish market here? No one, that's why it's closed. After a long pause, she adds, it was once a bustling place, back when I was young, and so was everyone else. Now what catch we do bring in goes straight into a lorry for the Delta or somewhere else. That's it? There's got to be more. What, you're one of those real estate people with big plans? If you want a development opportunity, you check out the abandoned building over at Land's End. Used to be a supply depot, we think. Sending goods and ammo across the bay. It's jammed shut, though. We tried to get in, see if there was anything to sell or scavenge, but it's impossible. And now you know everything there is to know about this coast. She drops a bar of soap into the bucket with a splash. Where could someone stay around here? Stay? Most people here are trying to leave. That said, if lodgings is what you're looking for, I've got a free room in the shack. Her soapy thumb points to the building behind her. How much is it? Or don't know if I can afford another place to stay. Don't know if I can afford it. I won't charge you for it. Take it as a gesture of goodwill from the village to the RCM. Oh my. Wait, hold on. You're just giving it to me? I'm not sure it's appropriate for the RCM to accept free accommodations. There's this guy, Gart, who makes me give him money every night just so I don't die out in the cold. Or, okay, I'll take it. Get keys to your new home. Hold on, you're just giving it to me? No one is using it, and God knows it's not much anyway. She tilts her head on the side, pondering over something. You can stay there. Okay, sure, I'll take it. Don't make an old woman regret opening her house to the police. A key appears from under her apron. She hands it to you. Well, if you're not in the hostel in the morning, I'll know where to find you. He looks around and adds, here, in a shack. Thank you, Kim. If I don't make $20, I have someplace to sleep. Goodbye, Isabel. I'm fairly pleased with that. Okay, so we picked up something. Well, it's not anything that I can actually see, so we'll just move along. And even though it auto-saved, I'm going to quick save because habit. The street sign is illegible below the graffito. And the children are saying, "Down rock." I could interact with the children, but I think I'm going to leave them be for the moment, as well as the things to do with that shack over there, because I'm going to go this way first. I will take that. You can't see into the house from this angle. Inside, you hear the cozy sound of some kind of heater, sputtering. Okay. We do have a door here. What happens? The door has seen better days. The layer of paint has started to peel off due to the salt and wind from the sea. Even the lock looks slightly rusted. Unlock the shack door with the key, or never mind. No, let's unlock it. I'll wait outside to give you some time and privacy to check out your new living arrangement, but just so you know. After we're done with the day, I'll still be staying in the Whirling in Rags for the night. We'll meet in front of the shack in the morning. The key turns with a satisfying click. You can enter the shack now. Okay. I guess this is where I'm staying now. And loading again. Well, I do have a free place to sleep now, so I don't have to worry about paying 20 real to the Whirling in Rags on a daily basis. Although it does mean that I'm never going to get to retry that electrochemistry check on the mirror in the Whirling's hotel room. But I don't think that's a huge loss, given that I know who I am now. Having found my police badge in my very crashed car. Although I should probably go and wire my police station to let them know that I found the thing, and, you know, maybe talk to those two people who definitely came from my station and let them know I found the thing. Unfortunately, my gun is still AWOL. I know I pawned it for alcohol, but then somebody else came and bought it from the pawn shop before I could look for it again. And it would be really important to know who bought that gun. I arrived after the murder, so I know for a fact that my gun was not used for the murder that I am currently investigating. So at least there's that. But someone is running around with a police-issue gun. I don't think that's a very good thing. I think that may well be a very bad thing. And man, this loading is taking a long time for what I assume is a single room. It's a shack. How complicated could it be inside? Oh, goodness. Police work is tough. Take breaks, talk to strangers, explore. I'm trying to. If this loading screen would finish, I could maybe continue. Although I doubt there's anyone to talk to inside this shack, but I I can at least have a poke around, forge a couple of signatures. Come on, game, you can do it. I believe in you. It appears to be trying valiantly to crash. Wait, here we go. Here we go. Why did that take so long to load? The floorboards creak under your step. Oh, there's a lot of things in here. All right. Window. You see the waves, the sea, a church. Old science fiction magazines, books about bird watching, an almanac from '39. This intricate heat engine hums quietly, giving out pleasant warmth. Okay. What is this one? Shivers! Hello! A brisk coastal wind still howls against the window of the shack. Occasionally, the waves crawl in under the foundation, producing a low hum. Listen or shake it off. No, listen. The room feels muffled, like you pulled your hat over your ears. Outside is cold and windy, but you're inside, and it feels safe and warm. What is this place to you? My new hangout where I could silently sit, drink, and die while looking at the waves roll in. My forward base for the coastal part of the operation. It's free, that's good enough, I could live here. Looks like this is my new home. Wonder where the old one went. My forward base. Overhead, you hear the forlorn shriek of seagulls. Far below the birds, a wooden boardwalk filled with abandoned stands, tables, and benches, echoes from a long-lost time. A middle-aged man stands in a run-down shack on the edge of a fishing village, listening to the heater hum on the wall. Thank you, strange sensation, for a fair assessment of the current situation. Or, no, wait, I changed my mind. I want to choose again. No, thank you, strange sensation. Fair assessment. Outside, the howl of the wind is picked up. The waves crash against the stilts again. It's as if you think the thought, but in someone else's voice. Look under the floorboards. Oh, shivers. Oh, shivers. Using a thermodynamic expander condenser cycle. Nice. Oh, but how? How do I look under the floorboards? Pry bar. Pry bar? Blast. Okay, what's this? A coat. A corrosive jacket. Okay. I'm running out of clothing space. This swanky checkered jacket flatters your form in a way that makes you feel the fun kind of serious. It has really nice roomy pockets, too. It gives +1 logic. Checkmate. Ah, that reminds me. I was debating between the RCM Commander's jacket, which gives esprit de corps and visual calculus, over the patrol cloak, which gives... oh, but shivers. But shivers! I don't want to give up the shivers. But if I need visual calculus, I know where to turn. I may have to sell off some of the extra clothing. There's some of these that are next to useless to me. Like, my physical instrument is so low that this tank top is... it's doesn't have much of a point. Okay. Well, I try to figure out my way under the floorboards. There are two things to interact with in here, besides the bed. I don't want to interact with the bed right now because I assume that that means I would sleep. And there is too much to do in this day to sleep now. What is this here? Ah, it's a mirror with the electrochemistry challenge on it. Well, I guess. That has a 28% chance, +2 for knowing the origin, +4 for recited the poem to Tommy. Okay, sure, let's try it. First check of the night. 28%. Cross fingers. Ah, the expression is still not stopping. Alright, leave the mirror. Okay, and this is a wash basin. On the table, you see a bowl of water, a rough soap, and next to it a small hand mirror. A straight razor soaks inside the wash basin. Is shaving the right call, or a hand-eye coordination medium challenge? Time to shave, get those mutton chops off. That has a 72% chance. Is shaving the right call? The water reflects back a vague image of your face. Nose bulbous and red, hair unkempt, wrinkles lining the eyes and forehead. The stash is gigantic. Composure success. A fresh start looms ahead. Clean yourself up and be born anew. You know what? No. I'm not gonna take the chance that I'm gonna accidentally cut my own throat if I fail that one. Alright. Good luck to your phone, too. Okay. And also, while I'm in here, we have here, yep, we take the legal documents out of the envelope, a 12 to 40 month construction period, and the zoning plan in the addendum. Okay. Oh, wow. There's got to be a way to increase that. Okay, interfacing. Put those back in the envelope. I'm not going to try it on a 42% chance when I can't try it again. There's got to be a way to make that better. I mean, I could increase my interfacing, but would that be enough? Where is my interfacing? My interfacing is 4, which is not the greatest. Do I have any clothing that increases my interfacing? Drama, interfacing. Physical instrument, esprit de corps, visual calculus and drama, electrochemistry, suggestion, half-light, reaction speed and rhetoric, logic and authority, electrochemistry and reaction speed, conceptualization, empathy and hand-eye coordination, empathy and logic, esprit de corps and visual calculus, drama and logic. Okay, so I do have the gloves, which could increase my interfacing. And I could put a point in interfacing. Let's see what that does to the check. Interfacing gloves. 1 point in interfacing. And then if I go back to the envelope, it is now a 72% chance. Alright, here goes. Alright, success! With a confident flourish, you complete your forgery. What do you see on the signature line? 2 names, Isabel Sadie and Lillian Carter. Indeed, they look distinctly different and very convincing. These might as well be their actual signatures. But they're not, and the document will be nullified if they dispute it. That means Everard will have to start over. All you need to do now is mail the signatures to Everard's accountant in La Delta. Visual calculus success. There was a mail delivery box in the plaza near the corner of the bookstore. I remember. I pat it periodically. Alright, put the documents back in the envelope. And let's put the half-light gloves back on. And we have advanced the quest of get the 2 signatures for Everard. Forge the signatures, but somewhere private where you feel safe enough to sleep. Wahaha. Put the envelope in the mailbox. I will do that next time I'm on that side of the river. This is excellent. I'm going to do a real save for that one. Not just a quick save for that one. Okay. And we still don't know a way under the floorboards. But I think my shivers are right. Perhaps I can get into the underneath the floorboards from outside. Let's put the pry bar away for now. Just so that people don't get nervous watching me carry it around. Okay, back out we go. Well, I'm very pleased that I saved my 72% chance luck for the forging of the signatures rather than not cutting my own throat. Because that worked out very well. And I really don't like the Union head Everard using me as his lackey, just so that I can get tiny grains of useless information from him. But he keeps dangling the fact that they might be something useful that he could tell me, so I'm so annoyed. Now, let's see. Did I have that on my list anywhere? I did not. Okay, I don't need to cross it off then. And here's Kim back again. Interesting. Doesn't seem to be anything in there, though. Alright, this is the way that I came from, so how do I get over there? Oh, I see, that's not a wall, that's a floor. Okay. Haven't seen the RCM around for ages. Yes, apparently this has been a bit of a nightmare for everyone involved. What's this over here? What are these doing in the fish? What are these? What are these? Perception boots. I'm not sure what to think about that. Okay, clothes. Oh, I've got another row. I don't have to worry about running out of clothing space. Alright. Good old Franco-Canarian cavalry boots, +1 perception, a view from above. Good old calf-length cavalry boots. Mount that horse and ride into the night. The heel comes in handy too. It definitely makes you some good 5 centimeters taller. But could it be that it's also making you sharper, more perceptive to your surroundings, now that you've gained a new perspective? These shoes give composure, but take away savoir-faire. Let's see. What is my composure with those shoes on? It is 5, which means it would be 4 without it. And my savoir-faire? Where is my savoir-faire? There it is. It's 2. -2 from items. But my perception is so high. I don't need the perception boots, really. Seems to be a game of currently of finding clothing that I don't actually need right now. I mean, after I put all those points in perception. Okay. Thought you guys forgot this place even exists. Alright, let's talk to the lady. I think.
Hi, officer.
A woman in a raincoat stands on the quay, considering an overturned boat. A sword in a scabbard hangs from her hip. A sword? What do you need a sword for, Lillian? And also, are you wearing fishing lures as earrings?
Anything I can help you with?
As always, I am the lawbringer. That depends. Where are we exactly? I have questions. The first is, what's your name? Move on. Or, I'm good. It depends. Where are we exactly?
A fishing village on the seashore. This place doesn't really have a name. It's sometimes called Elysium.
Elysium. Okay, why?
The sign on the street leading here is illegible. Has been since they built this place.
The wind rattles her earrings. Alright, I have questions. First, what's your name?
The name is Lillian. People call me Netpicker. I think I have time for questions. And that was actually the second one.
Logic success. Indeed, you're always confused as to your whereabouts. Constantly, and it's snowing now. Continues to be March. It is eternally March in this game, much as it's like it's been eternally March for everyone for over a year. I'm looking for someone. Maybe you can help. What do you do around here? Nice sword. Point at the saber on her hip. Does it come with a story? Is that your boat? Point at the overturned boat. Or be seeing you and go. What do you do around here? Like I said, fish mostly. Sail the waves, take care of the kids, pick nets. Right now I'm tarring a little skiff. What else? Or is that enough to make a living? What else? I sell the fish to people in the Delta to serve at their fancy restaurants. Authentic Insulindian cuisine. Is that enough to make a living? Sometimes I also walk the beach to see what the sea has given up. The sea is full of surprises. Rhetoric success. Keep it professional, man. Don't make it sound like you're hitting on her. What? Interesting. What have you found? I never thought the sea brought in anything particularly interesting. Walking on the beach sounds quite romantic. All right, I think I get it. Let me ask you something else. Interesting. What have you found? I am honestly curious. Wood, pieces of glass. Every once in a while we see dead bodies. Human, animal, fish, other odd sea creatures. A mine washed ashore once. Bottles, drugs also. Lost cargo in general. She looks at the beach. But most of the time it's just wood and glass. Rhetoric success. All right, major choice moment. You only get to ask one thing. It would be weird to say them all. Choose wisely. Haha. I need to know about those human bodies. A mine? The RCM could use a mine. Where is it? Drugs. I need info on this. Major narc. Point to yourself. This place looks bad. Why don't you leave? Or, okay, enough about this place. I need to know about those human bodies. Well, you're barking under the wrong tree then, officer. She shakes her head. I have no interest in floaters. Seen enough of them in my life already. A very unattractive bunch. Okay, now we're back to the base questions. Nice sword. Does it come with a story? Unfortunately, the factory sold this one with a 3-year warranty instead of a story. She smiles at her own joke. It's to intimidate folks, mostly. Hold on, do you know how to use it? It is imposing, while nodding. Or isn't that what guns are for? It is imposing. It's a regular mass-produced sword, like a shovel or an axe. Nothing fancy, just for an intimidation. Why do you need intimidation tactics? From time to time, people need a lesson in respect. That's just the way it is. Back in the day, I caught the eyes of many men, and believe me, she adds, tittering, men need a lesson in manners from time to time. Oh, why? Can I borrow that sword? Why don't more women arm themselves if it's so effective? Or, so where are all the men now? Which is proceed. Why don't more women arm themselves then? What makes you think we haven't? She smiles. Heh. The truth is that almost everyone in this life is scared and tired and stupid and too dull for that. That goes for men too, but they put on an act for us. Pretend like everything's good and living in shit doesn't bother them, like anyone falls for that. Behold, point to the expression on your face. I'm a proper man, believe me. True, most people I've met are scared. Let's go with the behold route. Human trash fire coming through. Behold! Her eyes meet yours, and suddenly she starts laughing. It's hoarse, as if she hasn't laughed in a while. Do you like it? Or find someone else to laugh at. I'm not a clown. Do you like it? Sure. Her face straightens. It looks as if you could face down any horror in the world with that same unchanging grin. It's like a shield. Perception success. The traces of her laughter are still there, in her eyes, fading fast. I'm not going to ask if I can borrow the sword. So where are all the men now? Some went to patch their wounds, their lesson learned. Others were more thick-headed. She looks down. And one of them I ended up marrying. Wait, why, if they're thick-headed? Or where's your husband now? If they're thick-headed. Guess I enjoyed the way he bled. Her expression doesn't change. It's hard to say if it's a joke. Empathy success. If it is, then why the melancholy? Where's your husband now? Gone. Gone where? Gone? Coward. I would never leave anyone. He disappeared? Sounds like a missing persons case. Gone where? To the waves. Her eyes stop in yours. The sea took him. It was a long time ago. That's bad. What happened? Oh, say no more. Wait for her to continue. He died? Was he murdered? Oh, sorry? He didn't respect the sea. Went out there drunk like a skunk, and sure enough, one day the boat was found floating empty. The bloated corpse turned up 2 weeks later. Now, before you tell me how sorry you are for my loss, know that it was 4 years ago, and I've moved on. There's only so much mourning you can do for a drunk with sinewy muscles. Yeah, death is nothing. I shit on death. You should have thrown yourself in the waves after him and nod sagely. Ugh. Time really is the best cure for sorrow, isn't it? Or it's healthy to let go and move on. Gotta keep the wheels spinning. Time is the best cure, isn't it? Us working folk don't have the luxury to be bedsick with melancholy. She crosses her arms. I buried him, mourned for an appropriate amount of time, and went on. Life didn't really change that much for me and the kids. She glances at the village where 2 little kids are playing with what look like rocks. Empathy success. This is neither a touchy nor a very interesting topic for her. Electrochemistry. That's another success. She looks like she's ready to go on a date with another, better drunk. Ask her. Both of you could need some action. I hate that phrasing. I do not like it. A heroic suggestion challenge. She needs to go on a date with another drunk. Badly. That is a 3% chance with a -1 from Kim and a -6 from Don't Know a Good Spot. Wow. So I take it that's your skiff. Sure is. The sun, I call her. Coated with fresh layer of tar just yesterday. It'll take some time for it to dry, assuming the sunny days continue. Sunny days, catch a snowflake in your palm, or say nothing. Well, it is being snowing for this entire conversation, so catch a snowflake. Aye, she looks at the snow melt in the water. Sunny days. You got a problem with that? Kim, no ma'am, we have no quarrel with sunny days. Good. 'Twouldn't have been bad news had it turned out it wasn't a sunny day. Bad news for the skiff, bad news for the nets, bad news for the kids. There's a moment's silence. She looks at the slushy snow melt on the yellow belly of the boat. When do you think it'll be ready? There's something we might have to check out on one of the islands, the origin of a shot. Or, I want to ask you something else. When do you think it'll be ready? Shot, huh? She gives you a short nod and replies, The boat will be ready when the sea turns and the winds settle. You can't command the weather, officer. Shivers. Waves wash the sand. A skiff moves across the mirror-smooth sea far away from here. A lone passenger. A fast sloop in the distance. White sails. Visual calculus success. My prediction? It will be at least 2 days. Oh boy. I'm looking for someone. Maybe you can help. Let's see. She tilts her head ever so slightly. Who are you looking for? I'm looking for missing cryptozoologists, or I'd like to ask something else. No, I'm looking for missing cryptozoologists. Ugh. She frowns, thinking, I don't think I know what these are. Care to elaborate? People who look for imaginary animals. People who look for animals who are hard to find. People who look for animals mainstream scientists deny exist. People who look for animals that mainstream scientists deny exist. Aha, she exclaims, like snowmen. Snowmen? I haven't heard about those. Two odd guys have been wandering around here, nose in sand, talking nonsense about snowmen and the like. Wait, the like? Where did they go? Wait, the like? Right, she nods. Not only snowmen, also green men, monkey men, burning rhinos. You get the picture. Sounds like our boys. Conceptualization success. Oh, you're getting it, and it is glorious. Oh, sorry, gorgeous. I prefer glorious, obviously. Where did they go? I don't really know. Further down the peninsula, I guess. I mean, that's where they were heading. She points north. Who else are you looking for, besides snowmen? That's it. I'm not looking for anyone else besides them. Well, how can I assist you then, officer? I'm looking for someone else, actually, or the heroic suggestion, which is still... Oh, wow, because my suggestion is already 0, so that just makes it bad enough. But also, I don't really want to be arranging dates. Thank you for your assistance. Okay, what is the new thing? Is there a new thing? Oh, right, okay. That's just the envelope. Okay, that was a vaguely helpful conversation. This boat is floating freely in the water, unmoored. Oh. Alright, I'll take that. Oh, what do we have here? The planks creak beneath your weight. Okay. The ladder leads to a school of fish swimming in the kelp. I don't think I can do anything with that with my current equipment. But there's totally an unclaimed boat there that I could utilize for police business. If I could figure out how to get to it. Ah, bad luck. Okay, we are doing fairly well so far here. Let's try over here. Construction material. Whoever planned to build this house left in a hurry. Okay, what's this here? At some point I will talk to the children, who will hopefully be better than Kuno. White curtains have been drawn shut. No looking in. Oh, we're going the long way around, are we? You see dust-covered light linens, dried tulips on a bed. And pants? Okay, what have we got here? Intersolary trousers. +1 to Kingdom of Conscience. Moralist pants. Tailored trousers in light brown, moderate in every aspect. They're absolutely unremarkable. In other words, perfect. And my current pants are giving me +1 in electrochemistry, but -1 in savoir-faire. Sure, let's wear the new pants. These golden brown trousers are flare cut. Normal bell-bottom trousers would be boot cut, but these are far from normal. They're someone's piss-soaked, cum-stained party pants. Ew. -1 savoir-faire, a little tight around the thighs, but +1 in electrochemistry, tight around the crotch. Well, now we have much more, I guess, departmental pants, perhaps? I'll admit the shoes may look a little bit weird with it, but I do like the point of composure that they give me. Oh-ho. Volition. These are some wonderfully regular pants. Not too tight, not too loose, moderate in every sense. You'll blend right in at some pleasant dinner party. I like regular, normal things, or oops, it's a fashion faux pas. Discard the thought and the pants. I like regular, normal things. I know you do. These intersolar pants are like wearing a perfect compromise in your nether regions. No one will call a moral intern on you like this, that's for sure. You're a little more moralist now, buddy, and a little more normal, even if you didn't want to be. I healed morale from that. Composure success. Makes sense. This is what wearing boring office trousers does to you. Oh, this is what I get for deciding to take the middle ground. Okay, is there anything interesting over here? That's the shack that I was at before. Okay. Cinder blocks charred. A makeshift fire pit with magazines for lighting. Okay. Bench. The worn and beaten wooden planks of the bench do not look overly comforting. The lieutenant looks down the street. We can sit on benches after we've solved the murder. Let's go. And there's another person over there, but I will deal with them, later. Allez, there's something written on the roof there. Allez, vossen? I'm not sure if that's a spelling mistake or a word I honestly do not know. Hard to see the details. The colors, all warm and welcoming, are cozy though. And what here? A flower trough where nothing really grows. Maybe in spring, because it's definitely not spring here. Whoops. Okay. Over to the children. Hello, small child. Oh, they're twins. Lillian's twin. The scruffy-haired little boy kicks a stone. He can't be more than 5 years old. The other twin. The other one looks indistinguishable from him. He watches his brother kick the stone with his tongue lolling out of his mouth. You must be Lillian's twins. You guys look identical. Or, bye kids, take care. You must be Lillian's twins. This one doesn't say anything, kicking the concrete with his worn-out sneaker. The other twin. Lily's our mom, explains the other one, tongue still lolling out of his mouth. I already said that, I already said that, I did. The stone kicker laughs suddenly. His head is too large for his shoulders. The other one laughs as well. Logic success. Wow, so intellectually stimulating. We now have a new option of children are stupid, which I'm not going to bother with. Bye, kids. That was quite unhelpful. Oh, wait. This box has lit up again. Where am I going? Why did I walk over there when I was trying to click on the flower box? A book. Book, a primer for small kids. A textbook for the first grade in primary school. On the cover, a humanoid teddy bear is pushing a wheelbarrow full of letters. He's not doing a good job. The letter S is dangerously dangling from the cart, while E fell off a long time ago. Children should pay more attention. Hello, Mr. RPG. Good evening, good morning. How have things been for you? Wait a minute. Where's my pry bar? Give me my pry bar. Oh, medicine and more money. I will absolutely take those. And then I will put the pry bar back in my inventory. Okay, that's a bottle. Oh, I hope it wasn't big trouble yesterday. I'm glad it's getting better. I've had a very quiet day myself. It's been a very lazy weekend overall for me. Okay, let's continue on this way. Because there's more people to talk to here. Doctors are idiots, buddy boy? Okay, let's talk to these ones. Oh, there's a dot there I could have interacted with.
Good to see you, friend. Do I have deals set up for you, buddy boy?
He spreads his arms as if wanting to embrace you. Oh, please no. Rhetoric success. Does he already actually know you, or is he just shopkeep friendly? Oh no! Oh, those are terrible. I hope you haven't got any really bad bruises or anything. The falls in the shower are awful. There's nothing padding anything in there. What are you talking about? Good to see you too, friend. I'm a police officer, not your friend. What are you talking about?
So what do you want? I got smokes. They're cheap. Very cheap. I got Pilsner. Great deal. You won't get a better deal on that piss. Spirits I can let go for 300 real. I also have speed. And by speed, I mean amphetamine.
Friend, do we know each other? Amphetamine. Quite the business venture you have set up here. Why does the bottle of spirits cost 300? Buying all the things that he mentioned. or I'm Addie. I'm curious, why does the spirits cost 300? See, friend, he brings out a 1-liter bottle with bluish liquid. The mouth is corked shut. It's real valuable. Worth every real if you catch my drift. Got it from a bit of a business venture. Nod, let him speak. No one can buy spirits for 300 real. That's crazy. I'll just have the spirits and not the story today, thank you. Let him speak. You know, it's funny, actually. He bursts out laughing, then takes 3 gulps of his Pilsner and stares at you intently. Perception sight success? He's finding it difficult to focus his watery gaze. What is it? What? Rhetoric success. Keep him talking. What do you mean, what? What did you think was funny earlier? Or, forget about it, I just want the spirits. What did you think was funny earlier? This guy, he says, and shakes his index finger at you. Well, I'm glad that it came out on the slightly better side of terrible then. Where did you get the bottle of spirits from? Okay, can I just get the spirits? You know what? I don't even want the spirits. Where did you get it? Come on, tell me. Oh, this is medicinal spirits, the good stuff. Got it from the doctor's office. What? I got one of those scientific ampoules a few months ago. Torpedo, they call it. It's supposed to keep a man from taking a drink. He spits a nasty yellow clot on the ground before you. Didn't stop me for shit, that's for sure. His voice rings with pride. 5 lemons with half a pack of butter and you're good to go. Yeah. Well, a fall in the shower is never good, but a fall in the shower where nothing, including yourself, gets broken is at least the better side of terrible. Let's see, that's a good tip. I should remember it, or that sounds dangerous. I should remember that. Well, it really isn't, he croaks. In a week, the goddamn kidneys started giving me all kinds of hell. Finally, the missus took me to a private doctor's office. Not a charity, the real thing. Those assholes, he gets visibly angry. Those assholes charged me 4 real to remove the damn thing. But I came out on top after all. Assholes? Have they no shame taking money for a service they provide? Or, okay, how? How? The idiots left me alone in there. Now, I used to teach high school biology. I know what doctors use to preserve dead thingies. He gets an excited gleam in his eyes. Swiped 3 cans of this blue medicinal stuff from the back room. Threw the snakes out and voila, what's left of this is this beautiful blue stuff. He shakes the bottle. 98.7%, almost pure alcohol. Oh my god, if anybody drinks that, they're going to die. Two I already sold to these fine gentlemen here, he nods at his companions, but this last one is yours for 3 real if you want it. No! Reaction speed success, don't say it. No! No, no, not really, no. So what do you want then? Not the formaldehyde. Do we know each other, Rosemary? Sure, friend, you know it. He points a finger pistol at you and squeezes the trigger. Chick, chick. Idiot doom spiral. Don't mind old Rosemary here, he's a buffoon. The track-suited man waves his hand at you. Let's have a word after your high-concept transactions. I'll give you the lowdown. This man is named Idiot Doom Spiral. Quite the business venture you've set up here. Oh, he gets a proud gleam in his eyes. The system's been good to old Rosemary here, and I'm milking her like a bitch goat in the backyard. I don't want to ask, but what do you mean? You see, friend, he raises his index finger, man makes his own luck, and I made mine real good. Got my hands on 3 bottles of liqueur exquise, sold 2 to the fellows around here, and immediately invested the profit. They're all going to die. Bought cigarettes, bought beer, even bought a bit of speed, and look at me now. I got everyone on my hook. He spreads his arms and smiles a crooked, toothless smile. Where the wine part of my name? It's an old story, but thankfully not a very long one. A long time ago, I used to hang out in a chat program called IRC a lot, and I used a different Fox-related name back then. And one night I was in the chat room and I was very, very drunk on plum wine. And people in the room kept calling me Fox Full of Wine. So as a joke, I changed my name to a variation of that. It was a room for discussing anime, so I actually changed my name to Kitsune Sake. But as time passed, it felt a little weirder to be a white woman using a Japanese name, so I translated it to Foxwine, and here I am. So the wine is for plum wine, which is pretty much the only kind of wine I actually drink, but which I really love. Visual calculus success. The hook, where is it? I can't see it. Looks like you're on your own hook too. Impressive entrepreneurship. Voiced point to his vice stand. I approve. Or got a permit for this little shit show. It's a funny story because I tell it on myself. Yes, I'm personally not a very big fan of grape juice in general, so I don't really drink much grape wine at all because it all tastes like grape juice, but you know, alcoholic. When I do like what is called an ice wine, which is available here in Canada. It's made from grapes that they leave on the vine until they freeze, and then they take the grapes and press the juice from them, and it produces an extremely sweet, thick juice, and they make an extremely sweet, thick white wine from that. And that's pretty much the only grape wine that I really enjoy. But plum wine, I like plum wine. It tastes like alcoholic plums. Life is good. Let's go with impressive entrepreneurship here. Hook 'em and cook 'em, huh? You want to buy something? Let's keep it moving. I don't want to buy anything. I'm moving on. Bye. In the civilized world, it's a custom to tip the shopkeep, friend, but come back anyway. He waves you off. Plum wine is a Japanese wine. It's an import here. But it is a wine that is made from plum juice instead of grape juice, basically. Well, that was a fun and weird conversation. Okay, so Tracksuit Man wanted to talk to me next, I think. Idiot doom
Hey,
spiral.
tequila!
A 30-something man clad in a two-piece lycra tracksuit puts down his pilsner and extends his hand in greeting. Whiskey? I have drunk whiskey from time to time. Not often. I do tend to prefer liqueurs and the sweeter things. I'm a big fan of Kahlua. I make my own mudslides as well, and those are really enjoyable.
Good to see you. How's business? How's the whole reality situation treating you?
Shake his hand or don't shake his hand. I have a feeling that I've been drinking with these guys in my pre-amnesiac blackout. Shake his hand.
So what's happening?
He picks up his beer. Wait, tequila? Or, well, nice meeting you, but I've got to go. Wait, tequila?
Yeah, Tequila Sunset. How are the, high-concept, reality-based adventures proceeding?
This guy has definitely encountered me before. Oh, goodness. He says it like it's obviously your name, like you call someone Billy Brunel or leader of the 4th Street Gang. Well, I do like beer. I especially like the really strong dark beers, the porters and the stouts. Good stuff. It was a nice beer that you can really taste. Let's see. Not too hot. I'm on a 50-year losing streak. Reality, it makes me aggressively sad. Don't know. People tell me I'm a cop. I'm getting used to that. I have re-entered reality to conquer it, to bend it to my will. I am the law. Or, well, nice meeting you, but I've got to go. It makes me aggressively sad.
I know what you mean. Sitting around with these bums, you really get to know the nitty-gritty of reality. And it isn't good.
He looks at his buddies with mock appreciation. Oh, are there a lot of strong, dark beers available there? I may have to check the import section the next time I'm at the LCBO.
Things aren't going super well for Idiot Doom Spiral either. Haven't found those keys yet, haven't won that great piece of ass back. No word from my business buddies.
He takes a sip from his beer. We've had conversations. Oh dear. Conceptualization success. Idiot Doom Spiral, huh? This is bound to be a good high-concept conversation. At last! What do you guys do around here? What is a tequila sunset, you keep saying it, or be seeing ya? What do you guys do around here? We are saving the world. He looks at his comrades. Don't call Abigail. Please, please, don't call, begs the man in the pipe. Idiot Doom Spiral. Okay, we're drinking. We're drinking alcohol. That's what we're doing. I tried to save the world once, a long time ago, with enterprise, creativity, and willpower, but that didn't work out. So now it's a pirate's life for me. What is a tequila sunset? You keep saying it. It's you, your tequila sunset. How do you know this? We've met before, don't you remember? Encyclopedia medium success? Nope, you sure don't. How did I need an encyclopedia success for that answer? Oh no. No. I have a choice between no and maybe. I'm going with no. Aha! He takes a sip from his beer. Do you want to know how Tequila Sunset came to be? Go ahead, or no, this sounds scary. Back up. Go ahead. Almost the inventors of that kind of beer. We're known for our Abbey beers. The beer we can buy in local supermarkets is usually stronger than the normal beer you can buy in the other EU countries at the local supermarket. Oh, interesting. I will have to check the imports section the next time I'm at the store then. Okay, back to the game. Idiot Doomspiral. Let me take a sip to moisten up my chords. He takes a big sip, then begins. Tequila Sunset rolled into Martinez last Friday, and by Tequila Sunset, I mean you, the man, the myth. Wait, did we meet on Friday, or was I alone? Wait, did we meet on Friday? Hey, let's not jump ahead of ourselves. This is your story. Stop interrupting. He takes another sip, then continues. You got here on Friday to solve a case, hoping to be the early bird who gets the worm. And by the worm, I mean the buzz, because as far as I know, all you did was get piss drunk. Word on the street is you went around the local hostel telling people that you're a police officer and that it would be really fucked up if you shot yourself in the head right in front of them. That's pretty high concept if you ask me. Well, it's high something. Conceptualization success. It is. Kim. The lieutenant's brow is furrowed. He's listening as casually as he can. What happened then? Or, wait, that doesn't sound like me at all. What happened then? I want to know, for some reason. It was a late Saturday night when we, the Union of Moribund Alcoholics, were getting our drink on. Nothing remarkable about this. We get our drink on 24/7. Makes everything warm and glowy. I trust you know the feeling. One moment we hear the sound of a motor carriage revving up somewhere on the plaza, followed by a series of dings and bangs. Oh no. Perception, hearing. Do you remember the sound of wood cracking? The billboard. Oh no. Naturally, loud noises pique the interest of anybody owning a pair of ears. That's just the reality we're in. Naturally, or, I want to get off this story train right now. Part of me wants to get off the story train, but unfortunately the gamer part wants to hear what happened. So, naturally. Anyway, there was a brief silence, a gasp of silence, if you will, followed by a real commotion. We heard the carriage careening towards the coast at top speed. Hello, Felix. Welcome to your lurk. Nice to see you. Sounded like someone jumped the canal. We grabbed our brewskis and rushed to the jetty. Never underestimate the speed of an alcoholic. What we saw was a sight to behold. A beat-up police carriage containing you, right there on the beach. You revved the engine and screamed at the top of your lungs. The time hath come! So, naturally, being the curious cat I am, I asked what time hath come, to which you replied, The time hath come for Tequila Sunset, the end of all things. Oh God, what happened next? Say nothing, it's more dignified that way. Or every word I said was true. Tequila Sunset will break the looms of reality. Oh. I'm going to grasp for the tattered minor remains of whatever is left of my dignity and say nothing. After which your reality contracted. You jammed the pedal, plowed right off the jetty and through the ice. We ran towards the ice whilst you crawled your way out, miraculously unhurt, covered in seaweed and shit, like some kind of sea monster. When we finally got there, you were sitting on the beach, crying. You said that your badge and uniform were in the car. It was too late to get in there, though. The carriage had sunk too deep. Rhetoric success. In this way, you and your motor carriage have a lot in common. Oh, just stab me in the back again, Rhetoric. Recognizing a brother in need, we offered our condolences and invited you to party with us, which you naturally agreed to. We asked about the whole Tequila Sunset thing, and you told us it was your name now and insisted that we all call you that from then on. Wait, so is Tequila Sunset an event or a name? Tequila Sunset, huh? Sounds pretty good. Or, my real name is Harry. Is that an event or a name? I'm not sure. I think you were the event, Tequila Sunset. You know, as opposed to a tequila sunrise, which is long gone. You know what? Sounds pretty good. Yeah, I agree, he smiles. How long did we party for? What did you give me? Are you guys the cause of my amnesia? Because I have some issues with you, if so. Hours. It was an all-night drink-a-thon. Then at some point, I think it was Sunday morning, you got belligerent and wanted to talk about Revicolian woman. Oh dear. And there goes a point of morale. How they're beautiful and also whores and so long. And how one of them fucked you real bad. After a short while, you crossed the event horizon, looked sullen, got up, and left without saying anything. Kim, wow, that is quite a story. Idiot Doom Spiral. Yeah, I bet Tequila's a fucking legend around the precinct. You must be proud to work with him. Kim, if only you knew. Let's see. Did I tell you anything specific about this person that fucked me? Did I mention losing anything else? Did I say anything about my colleagues? Did I say anything about the case? Did we talk about, politics? Did you get a read on what kind of cop I was? Or I don't need to hear anymore. Did I mention losing anything else? Beside your gun and your badge, you said something about your hope or heart or something. To be honest, the details are a little hazy. If they fed me that blue alcohol, I am not going to be amused. In retrospect, I guess you lost your motor carriage too. That's a big one. Did I tell you anything specific about this person that fucked me? You were pretty vague about it, but you kept saying you got fucked real hard, and that we've all been fucked too. Rosemary, no one fucked me. I do the fucking around here. Don't call me Abigail. Abigail! It seemed pretty painful, to be honest with you. If I had to guess, I'd say you'd still working through some shit. I'm guessing that my divorce was fairly recently ago, and that it was a great surprise to my character that it happened. Did I say anything about my colleagues? You told us that they were a bunch of fucking losers whose main interest was cramping your style. Ooh. No specifics, though. It was more about you that night. You were the star of the show. Did we talk about politics? Yeah, you seemed really mad about immigrants for some reason. He rubs the back of his neck. I'd rather not get into the details. It was pretty low concept. Oh. Did you get a read on what kind of cop I was? You said being a cop was real boring and that there was no reason to talk about it. He shrugs. You also kept pausing to knock the heel of your hand against your temple, saying boring, boring, boring. Oh, did I say anything about the case? Yeah, you said it was no biggie and that you'd solve it in no time. He takes a strong quaff of his beer. And that you didn't need anyone to do it. You're doing it solo now. Aha. Kim, a lot of cops go solo and hermit once they reach that level of alcoholism. Oh, Kim. Oh, the betrayal. All right, let's conclude this. I don't need to hear more. It's a hard thing for a man to confront his past. He nods. That's why I avoid mine at all costs. You seem like you're characterized by your storytelling ability. Want to tell me another one sometime? Or be seeing ya. Want to tell me another one sometime? Whoop-de-doo, so now I'm a fucking storyteller, he says, slapping his knee. Right, why not? Better than a beach bum. Yes, want to tell me how you became Idiot Doom Spiral? Or, no, actually, I've heard enough stories for a lifetime. They S-U-C-K. Goodbye. Oh, no, tell me how you got your name. It depends, really. Are you willing to help me out? Drama. Success. You might get scammed here. I have a feeling this is going to cost me a lot, or what do you need? I have a feeling this is going to cost me a lot. No, the reality of the situation requires a rather modest contribution, a little motivational package. What do you need? Booze. Did you already forget our party? He taps his finger to his temple, the thing I relayed to you earlier. So have you got anything for good old Idiot Doom Spiral? A bottle for a story seems fair to me. I've got some sweet Commodore Red, give it. I've got this special strike brew the Union uses, give it. I don't have any on me right now, or I don't want to give you any alcohol, I'm not an enabler. Well, that last one is not true. Special strike brew. Interesting. He grabs the thermal cup and shakes it. Ah, this is what they use to keep the working man going. Rosemary, hey, Spyro boy, you gonna share that? One of the other bums interjects. Animal Crossing? I do not play the new one. I don't actually have a Switch. I do have Animal Crossing New Leaf, I believe it is, the one that was on the DS. I haven't picked it up in quite some time, though. My town is probably 3/4 weeds by now. And empty houses. Don't call Abigail. Shut up, guys. I'm telling a story here. He turns to you. Something happened to you. Something happened to me, too. My actual name is George, but around here, you already know. I was once a reasonably high net worth individual, a founder/junior partner at a high concept creative services agency. When my story begins, I had just landed a major contract with an insurance firm. Go on. And I take a sip of coconut water just because I have a feeling this might be a long story. I used the profits from my agency to finance what I called a cultural incubator, abstract value generation, value per person, high concept stuff. I developed the paradigm, worked within the paradigm, but the burden of leadership weighed heavily on me, so I went jogging every so often to keep myself sane. Wait, how many people did you have working for you? Or did the jogging help? Did the jogging help? It did. With my trusty sensory tracksuit, I felt like I could conquer the world. But now dreams are worn thin, much like my tracksuit, he says thoughtfully, brushing dust off his shit-stained pants. What happened? One day I left on my evening run. As you may know, it's impossible to clear your head when you're distracted by the sound of keys jangling in your pockets. He shakes the bottle and makes a ringing sound. Perception sight success. His eyes are clouded, his dilated blood vessels encircling his irises like stinging brambles. Conceptualization success. His eyes are your eyes. So I removed the key ring and put the keys for the front gate in the apartment into different pockets to stop the jangling, you see. At least that was the plan. I was halfway done with my usual lap when it started to rain. The reality situation became very wet very quickly. How wet are we talking exactly, or go on? How wet are we talking exactly? Wet, okay? It was raining really hard. There's a trace of derision in his voice. I made my way back home and discovered that I didn't have the key to the front gate. I'd mixed it up with the key to the letterbox, which was useless. Naturally, the situation required me to climb over the gate, which I did. There was no climbing down because I slipped and landed on my ass. Ouch! I would have landed on my feet, I've got feline reflexes, or say nothing. Say nothing. Reality was looking rather grim just then, me lying on my ass in a mud pit in the middle of a heavy shower. But when life knocked me down, I always got up. So I made my way across the yard. Standing in front of my apartment door, fumbling with my pockets, I realized that I'd also forgotten my apartment key. You've got to be shitting me, or okay, so what happened next? Okay, what happened next? I rang my neighbors' buzzers. It was late, and most of them didn't even answer. Those who did assumed I was trying to tell them something and hung up before I could even explain the situation. People are naturally wary of ad men, you see. One moment someone chats you up, 5 minutes later you've bought a box of edible lingerie and a strap-on. I don't begrudge them, especially since I was known to be one of the best. He pauses meaningfully. Just then I experienced a moment of clarity. I still had the key to my office. I could wait out the storm there. But when I reached my office, I remembered that I'd asked one of my producers to change the locks that day, and since I hired only the best, he'd already done it, and I couldn't get in. Anyway, long story short, life spiraled out of control. I haven't gotten into my apartment for years, and my girlfriend left me because she didn't want to date a homeless man. The company, well, you see where I'm going with this. Perception sight. He pinches his thigh as if to check whether this reality is the reality. So now you've heard my tragic tale. What do you think? Like nothing you've ever heard, huh? He takes a long swig of his drink. This is a series of very solvable problems. Wait, is that it? I feel like there are some steps missing. I'm almost homeless myself. Doesn't seem so bad. Look on the bright side, you've got one hell of a story. You do realize all of this is your own fault, or I literally can't believe it. I feel like there's some steps missing. Tequila, I've thought about this series of events for a long time. If there was anything else to it, I would have thought of it by now. Kim, why didn't you go to the authorities? An excellent question. Well, at one point they came to me, but you know, I didn't have any ID on me, so they tossed me in jail for 2 days. I can't say it increased my faith in the RCM. No offense, gentlemen. He shakes his head. You do realize all of this is your own fault. I don't remember you being such a dick before, Tequila. He takes a slow, despondent sip from his bottle, then looks out across the bay towards the skyscrapers of La Delta. That doesn't mean you're wrong, though. Anyway, that was all the tale one bottle gets you. He turns his eyes to the bottle. Almost empty, this one. Why do you keep losing all your stuff? I want to hear the story of your name again. Have you got any more stories, or see you? Why do you keep losing all your stuff? Good fucking question, Tequila. If I knew the answer, you'd think I'd be hanging out on a beach in this formerly premium but now extremely dirty two-piece lycra tracksuit. I used to own my reality situation. My business buddies and I had our own creative services agency. I had a nice apartment, an even nicer piece of ass, but somehow it all got away from me. Now I can't hang on to anything. Just last week I stole this nice new jacket, but then I lost it too. The only things I haven't lost are these two drunks. Reaction speed success. A lost jacket? Sounds like a mystery you could look into. What was the name of your agency? What's up with the tracksuit? What about the other drunks? What's this about a lost jacket? Or let me ask you something else. Oh, hello Mia! Thank you for the raid! And welcome raiders! I'm just working my way through a conversation with a man who loses everything. What was the name of your agency? My agency, man. He takes a long, melancholic sip. The Boom Boom Room. Our concept was combining high art with the lowest forms of marketing, the color red, breasts, and oil painting. Hello, Mia. Hello, Calypso. Yes, I am in a conversation tree, and I'm not stopping until I'm done with the conversation tree. So I'm here for at least a little bit longer. I convinced my partners to reinvest some of our profits in an even more high-concept cultural incubator called Thin Air. The artists were happy. The clients were happy. They were investing in thin air. Thank you for the follow, Calypso. I was financing a group of poets in East Revachol who were developing a new universal poetic language, but then it all went to shit. He looks towards the bay. Well, if she's your daughter, I should hope she is. If it sounds like it makes no sense, that's because it doesn't. Mixing oil painting and breasts to make ads isn't high art, it's just cynical wankery. That's so high concept I have no idea what it means. Man, mixing high and low, commodifying culture, that is extremely my shit. Or, right, okay, never mind that I asked. It's entirely probable that you are correct, Mr. RPG. Oh, Mr. is not from the US either, Mia. It's cynical wankery. Well, you know, sex sells. That's the first rule of advertising. Ah, you told your friends about the fact that their art was insurable. I'm so glad. I'm happy to have been part of blowing their minds. Maybe, but it's still tired, or yeah, actually, you're right. Let the market sort it out. No need for me to regulate this stuff. Yeah, you know what? Let the market sort it out. That's what's so cool about advertising. It's kind of like art, except you can also get fucking rich doing it. Ah. What about the other drunks? My fellow members of the Union of Moribund Alcoholics? They're exactly what they look like. Rosemary. Hey, tequila, you want to buy some speed? Idiot Doom Spiral. Shut the fuck up, Rosemary. He's a cop, remember? Rosemary. I thought he was a cool cop. Don't call Abigail. Idiot Doom Spiral. And this is Abs. He points to the man in the pipe. So yeah, that's basically us. We drink together. No, Mr. is not in the UK. I know the answer, but it's amusing me to keep it, to let him take care of the answers. Nope. You went in the right direction, but not far enough. What's up with the tracksuit? What, you've never seen a 100% Lycra before? Go on, feel that primo material. The man extends his arm. Oh no, no. Half-light success. You really shouldn't touch it. I don't want to touch it. I'll just admire it from afar, thanks. Or touch it. I'll just admire it from afar, thank you, yes. That might be the right idea. This here is one of the last of its kind. Should probably be in a museum, honestly. He takes another sip. Can't get it anymore. It was too primo even for grad. Encyclopedia success. By primo, he means possibly carcinogenic. Lycra was a synthetic fabric developed by manufacturers in the middle 40s, notable mainly for the swishy sound it makes as the wearer passes by. It's also known to become extremely itchy if not properly cared for. Ugh. Rosemary, wow, you're lucky. He never lets me feel it. I don't want to feel it. Idiot Doom Spiral. That's because your paws are fucking filthy, Rosemary. We're right next to the bay. You could wash them any time. What's this about a lost jacket? This guessing game is really amusing me, by the way. Tequila, it's a verifiable tragedy. It was practically brand new. Sure, it didn't really go with my Lycra threads, but it did itch a lot less. Why isn't your game full screen like I used to be? Ah, this is my full screen. My monitor is square. Say, you're a detective, right? He looks at you, bleary-eyed. Maybe you can help old Doom Spiral out, solve the case of the missing jacket. What do you say, Tequila? Yes, I am in the process of saving up for a larger monitor, but I don't actually need to get one until I'm updating my video card, which I am hoping to put off for at least another year. So my streams are really square, and will remain so for some time. Hurrah! I'm glad I'm glad that Loppy got the correct answer. Okay, wait, you're asking a police officer to help find a jacket you stole and then lost? Okay, sure, where'd you lose it? Or I don't have time for this. You're asking a police officer to help find a jacket you stole and lost? Yeah, exactly. You're here to serve, right? Oh, fine. Where did you lose it? If I knew where I lost it, don't you think I'd have it? I mean, maybe I was up by the boardwalk? Or walking along the beach? Or checking out the abandoned fish market? That's a lot of places. New task, find Idiot Doom Spiral's jacket. Somewhere north of here, that's for sure. You could ask around, see if anyone's seen it. You didn't even describe the color it was. Let me ask you something else. I'm all ears, Tequila. Be seeing ya. Bye. You too, Tequila Sunset. Okay. The bushes are too thick and thorny to pass through. Okay, so there must be... Oh yes, that's around. Oh, I'll take that. Yes, fine. Excellent. Thank you. And there is one more drunk, which I doubt I'm going to get very much out of, but let's attempt him. Grumbles an unshaven man with a ruddy nose. He narrows his eyes at you as if in recognition, then turns his head away. Perception, smell, success. Oh, unfortunate. The noxious odor emanating from the drunken man is strong and familiar.
Don't you call her? Yeah! Don't call Abigail!
I am the law. Who is Abigail? I'll call whoever I want, don't tell me what to do. Or this is making me uncomfortable, and leave. Who is Abigail?
Uh-huh. Abigail. Don't you fucking call Abigail.
Continue? You're not going... Rhetoric success. You're not going to get anything from this guy. He's too drunk. Who are you? What is your name? Where am I? What is this place? Why shouldn't I call Abigail? Tell me about your friends. Or walk away. What is your name? His eyes move around erratically, the look in them hazy and unfocused. Don't call Abigail, he says. Why shouldn't I call Abigail? He snorts and beckons you to lean in closer. Oh, I may regret this. Lean in or don't. Lean in. His breath smells harsh like a toxic swamp as he whispers to you, Don't call Abigail. Don't call Abigail. He then waves his hand as if shooing you away. Tell me about your friends. He glares at you. Don't ya fucking call her, hear me? His voice trembles with every word, becoming ever weaker. Abigail, he whimpers in the end. Hey, I'm on an important official investigation. I demand you answer my questions. I give up. Walking away. Don't call Abigail, he whimpers softly, his voice trailing off into nothingness. Well, that was completely unhelpful. Okay, we have picked up a new quest of Find Idiot Doomspiral's jacket. Idiot Doomspiral stole a cool jacket at one point, and then lost it again. The story of his life. According to the man, the jacket was last seen somewhere around the boardwalk, maybe at the abandoned fish market? Yeah, I didn't expect much from a guy whose name is Don't Call Me Abigail and who spent the other two conversations I was in interjecting with variations of Don't Call Abigail. But I was hoping that, maybe there would have been something. I'm not that lucky. And for some reason I've got an inventory notice, which I suspect is just stuff that I picked up. Okay. I'm just going to cruise around. I'm getting to about my ending time here. So I want to see if I can find... Oh, what is this? Shivers. A drop in temperature, an easy flow of air, an empty street. Before you, a thoroughfare unjammed with lorries. No more drivers smoking on hitch steps, just silence. What did the smoke smell like? Or let go of the moment and discard the thought. No, what did the smoke smell like? Chemically sweetened. Across the road, a forgotten bus stop. Corrosion has opened a hole in its roof. An elm tree watches over the building. Its branches are dripping with rain and snow. The road is smooth and motley, craters filled with black asphalt. The asphalt first laid its gray already. A row of tenements are under construction in the distance. Who are the people who live across the road? What about the bus stop? Or this is enough? Who are the people who live across the road? A tub warm with water, white with soap. A man bathes while radio waves transmit the lottery numbers 4, 18, 21, 4, 1. A modern washing machine rattles a drawer full of silverware. What about the bus stop? Number 312D. Young girls used to come here, huddled up, hoping for more warmth than their thin coats could give them. The bus took them to school. It has not run for 8 years. There were not enough girls to sustain its cost. What about the road? Craters pocked the surface. Children played in them until heavy trucks full of black pitch rolled in. The landowners have filled the craters with money. It's a vital artery flow of trade. Perception sight success. There's one bump on the road. A dead dog lies flat about 200 paces away, right at the turn. Oh, I like dogs. A dead one? Tragedy came from the wheels of a fast RCM vehicle hurrying to work. The cold washes over you. The sound of the sea has grown distant. Oh, no. Oh, Harry. Finish that thought. The wind moves the aerosol. A detective stands behind the boom barrier. A breeze moves a curl of his hair. Oh, Harry. Apparently I cannot walk out to this street, so that's not going to do me any good. So I believe that means that the next way to explore is through this door? Sure, and let's go through this door if we can. Oh, we can. Well, I am running late. I'm okay with that. What I'll do is I'll explore what's going on in here unless it involves another conversation. And then we'll step out and can explore up further north next week. You know, that's assuming that this loading takes a decent amount of time. But this means that hopefully next week I won't have to start with a loading screen. which would be nice. Oh, and there goes the sound. That's not the best sign. Come on, game, you can do it. There we go. And there is indeed another conversation in here. There appears to be another child in here, but I don't know how long this conversation is going to take or what is going to go on. So I am actually going to save off here, and we will deal with all of these interesting things in here next week. So, let's give this a save. It's possible that this was the little girl who was witness with the armor glove. That would be nice. So, that has been Disco Elysium. And it was nice to see you, Mia. I'm glad that you could make it for the last 20 or so minutes, I think it was. I will. And Disco Elysium will return next week, where I will be continuing interrogating a child, hopefully not too cruelly. I try not to be mean, but sometimes the options. I will be back again on Wednesday at 7 p.m. or as close to it as we can manage to get people together to play Among Us with a group of my local writer friends. And then after that, I will be playing again on Thursday for Try Not to Die Thursday, starting at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. I will be continuing my campaign in Darkest Dungeon for that, and resetting the death counter to 0 because it's a per session, not an overall, and we'll see whether or not I use it. And of course, as I said, Disco Elysium will be returning again next Sunday night at 10 p.m. Eastern Time, where I will be continuing to try to solve the various mysteries and hopefully pare down my quest list instead of continuously expanding it as I have been. I hope that everyone had a great night. I definitely did. It's been a lot of fun. And I hope that you have a great beginning of your week, and that those of you for whom it is morning have a great day, and for those of you for whom it is well past midnight or getting towards midnight, I wish you a great night. Good night.